Hello people, it is DIY time again. My latest DIY, I made a blouse. I hope you've seen it because I'm really proud of it. So if you haven't, then and you're interested in making that stuff, go check out my blouse. It has diamond buttons, by the way, very fancy. But I made a blouse. And currently I'm like in a little bit of a layering mood with fashion, and that's taking a normal like white shirt or blue shirt or like a classic shirt that you own, and then adding like a lace vest or t-shirt or blouse on top of it. So today I thought I would try and make my own vest. So I've opted for a blue chiffon, so it has that like see-through feeling and you can see the shirt underneath. But yeah, I thought we would try and make something fun with that today. I'm gonna show you how I make the pattern. I have an existing pattern from the blouse that you saw me make, and that's the pattern that I'm actually gonna work off of. So you'll see me make that one. The big thing will actually be, the back side is the same, but the big thing will be the front. So how to alter the front piece of a bodice, basically. That's what I'll show you, I hope. Yeah, I think we should get started. Yeah, so the first thing I want to show you is the materials, and then I'll show you the sketch. I have the pattern pieces that I will need from the other pattern. I also have the pattern right here, and maybe this is a good time to show you. So you see the 4 different blouses here, and we're basically just gonna make a blouse that's, yeah, without the sleeves and no buttons on front. And then I thought it would be kind of cool to take this collar right here and like flip it upwards. I'll show you in the sketch, but yeah, this collar is what I'm basing my new collar on. And then I have one button because I think we'll need it for the neck. And then I also have this amazing piece of band or ribbon, or not ribbon. What's it called? What is it called? I'll put the name here. Come on. It looks like this, and it has like some gold detail. I hope you can see that in the light. And this is gonna be like our belt ribbon, basically. So I'm gonna just press this one and close the ends. And I have fabric weight and the fabric. So it's this blue chiffon, and since I don't have an overlocker, we're gonna have to make some like nice hem. Sorry, it's not chiffon, it's organza. As you can see, it's quite see-through, so I think that's gonna look really nice over like a shirt fabric. But now, to the exciting part. This right here is my sketch. So if you imagine that this that I sketched a little better, and that all of this, and like here maybe, like there you can see the shirt fabric of the shirt underneath. So all of this is the shirt, and then this will be our blue organza vest, and here is the band. Now I think we should get to the altering of the pattern, because that's gonna be the hard part, and then we're just gonna sew it all together. You can also follow my other video where you have like the rest of the pieces all put together. Okay, let's get started. Yeah, so these are the pieces that we're going to need. What you see right here is the front piece. That's the one we're gonna alter. We're gonna alter it in the middle. You have our back piece, that's gonna stay the same. You have the 2 collar pieces right here. And then you also have the lining on the inside. Yeah, let's start making this one. So what I'm thinking is that I want to add some extra width right here, because I want to be able to gather the fabric into like some nice pleats on the front, which I also have on my sketch right here. So I want to be able to like add some nice pleating here. And the way that you do that is basically by just cutting into the pattern piece and then spreading out. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna trace this one on a piece of paper, cut that out, and then get back to you.
As a young girl, the fields were mine. We played hide and seek for hours, raised our shadows among the pines.
Hi guys, I don't know if you can see me right here. Okay, so I've traced off the pattern on the one that I already have on new paper. What I'm gonna do now is that I'm just gonna cut it straight through the middle, and then I'm gonna spread it. So I'm gonna add the extra fabric in between the two, and then I'm actually going to draw a new one with that in there and mark that out. And the way that we're gonna like collect it a bit in the middle is to create like a middle dart, but I'll just make a small one and I'll show you once I've drawn it in. Okay, so now we have our two pieces, and I took the one piece and taped it to the paper. Because this is a straight line, all I needed to do in order to line them up was to measure my measurement all the way down. I chose 16 centimeters, but you can choose whatever you want. The wider you go, the bigger the ruffles will be around the neck. What I'm going to do now is that I'm going to trace the full piece, so we have that one, and then I'm going to measure down approximately to the dart. The dart point is right here. I'm going to measure down to that point, and then I'm going to just carefully draw up like a middle dart, the ones you also often see on back pieces, and that's in order to collect the fabric a bit here in the middle. All right, that's what we're gonna do. Hi guys, still the same video, but a few things has changed. Time, it's a new year, it's 2022. When I started this video, it was like November or December 21, I don't remember. We are at the end of January 22, so new year. Secondly, I don't really know where I left off. So the flow that we were having might get interrupted, but I think I've been looking at the pieces and I think I know where I am. Thirdly, well, nothing thirdly has changed, I think. I'm just gonna see if I can dive into it again. The first thing I'm gonna do now is sew the darts on the front piece. And then I'm not gonna sew any darts on the back piece because, as you know, we're going for this kind of loose, kind of lacy, or not lacy, but you know, loose look that's just gonna look good over a shirt. I'm gonna sew the darts on the front piece, then we're gonna sew on the lining on the front and the back piece. When that is done, we're gonna sew the sides and the shoulders together with a French seam. And when that is done, we're gonna attach the collar. So let's see if I can keep up. I hope you can keep up, but let's see if I can.
So offshore, playful and free, without a care in the world. I was one rich little girl, daydreamer, kidnap me, take me back, all the way back to them days, running around in a gown and a crown, barefoot. No mistake ever kept me late. We spent summers catching fireflies and winters on our skates. one big smile across my face. We used to dance our way to church on Sundays. Mama set the pace. Daydreamer, kitten and maid. Take me back, all the way back to them days.
Okay guys, it's me. You know your limits. I think that's one thing that I've learned from this little experiment. You often get to come along when I do things like this and I try it out and I tell you my findings. And this fabric is more volatile than anything I've ever tried. It's worse than silk. It's like going everywhere, wherever it wants to go all the time. So we're at the point where we're gonna finish the project, but we're not gonna do the collar. We're skipping the collar is not happening. I've sewn on the lining on the front piece, and I've also sewn on the lining on the back piece. And you can see here that I've made the slit, like just sewn the slit, and now I'm gonna cut down between these two. Once I've done that, I'm gonna figure out a nice closing for the back, and then we're gonna sew shoulders and sides together with the French seam like I talked about. And then we're actually starting to get there, peeps. Let's wrap this up, huh? Hey, jumping a bit forward in time. Still the same day though, still the same year. No big leaps like that. We're talking maybe 30 minutes. I did the top stitching of the collar of the back lining, and then I started on the French seams, and I'm kind of halfway done with them. Now when you do French seams, it's always a little bit of like a mind loop. You have to make sure that you think you're doing the right thing, so that the wrong thing, so that you're doing the right thing. And what does that even mean? Well, it means that you start with, if you want the French seam on the inside, you start with the right sides together, which is what I've done. So you have the right sides out on both sides, right sides out, and then you can see the lining here is on the inside, and then you basically just sew all of your seams like this. So it's completely opposite of what you would normally do. And now we're just gonna turn it inside out. Before we do that, we're gonna trim where we've sewn, and then we're gonna turn it inside out and then sew the right way, so that we're hiding this edge on the inside in a seam. That's what I'm gonna do. What we have left after that is basically like closing the raw edges in a nice way, and I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do about that yet. As well as closing the edges on the bottom. And then there was that button, you know, on the back side, maybe how to close the neckline. That's the final step. And then we're gonna try it on.
Running around in a gown and a crown, barefoot.
Okay guys, we are done. I'm just gonna show you on the inside here. So this is outside, turn the right sides out, and on the inside with the French seam you have this like really nice closing instead of a fringed edge. For the hemming I chose to just turn up the edges and sew it neatly. It's not the nicest hem that I've ever done, but it doesn't show, and the chiffon doesn't fray very much, so it is actually an okay solution. When I did the arms I was really scared, but the same thing there. It looks actually really nice once it's done. So that's that. One thing maybe when you're doing arms like this, start in the armpit, because that's the place that people are not really gonna see. So I just start and stop in the armpit. Once again, you can see the nice French seam on the inside there. Looks really good. I'm gonna go and put this on over a shirt so you can see the final result. The only thing I have left to do is to place a little button there, but I'll do that tonight when the kid is sleeping, and I really want to show you the project on. So yeah. It's finished, guys! here we are. I've added the belt that you also saw in the beginning. And you can see the neckline here. It has that little, what do you say, the folds. In the center, we have that dart that I put in the pattern. And then you also have the darts on the side that kind of shows a bit because it's see-through, right? So this is what it looks like with the shirt on. And to be honest, I really like it. I wasn't so sure there at one point. I was kind of thinking maybe this is just a failed project, but it wasn't. Here it is.
Daydream kidnap me. Take me back, all the way back to them days. Daydream kidnap me. Have me running around in a gown and a crown, barefoot.
It's the end of the video. And it's been a lovely DIY. I wanted to give you a little hint of what's coming in the next DIY video, which is coming soon. We're gonna remake my linen jacket into something, yeah, hopefully nicer than it already is. It's a very nice jacket, but it's a bit too big, so I'm gonna redo it. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this DIY fun, and next time I won't make it like 2 years long at least. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I post every Monday, and please feel free to leave a comment. I see all of them, read all of them, respond to all of them, so that would make me very happy. Have a nice time. Bye!